Okay, so this week on Flash, we got the first half of the annual Flash Arrow crossover. This one leads into the January show, Legends of Tomorrow, which my wife seemed upset that we were going to watch that one as well. Even though anticipation of that, we watched one Supergirl, dropped that, and dropped Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, what I liked, even though this one is the Flash side, they did a lot with Arrow. So if you don't watch Arrow, you got a pretty good update of, here's who he's fighting, here's what his group looks like, here's their names, here's a quick rundown. Flash, of course, had a moment where he was like, we're fighting like an immortal guy? There's a speedster, I'm going through, there's another world, I fought a telepathic gorilla. Man, I feel so powerless now. Those guys with wings. And Allie was kind of like, what else did you feel powerless? So, Kendra, who becomes Hawkgirl, not a spoiler by any such imagination, is being hunted by Vandal Savage. Vandal Savage is drawn to them. In this iteration, Vandal Savage has to kill Hawkman and Hawkgirl to become stronger. And he's done it 206 times. After the first initial battle that Flash has with him, he's like, okay, this guy's fast. Like, he throws a knife, Barry barely catches it. It's like, alright, we're going to need help. This is magic. I don't deal with magic. We'll go visit Oliver and his friends. Which, of course, then, as Cisco's like, okay, I'm a metahuman. I have an ability. I touched you and I saw you have wings. So this poor woman, Kendra, is like, okay, so I'm being hunted by an immortal who calls me some random names. My, I guess, boyfriend has the ability to vibe. And saw that I have wings in the future. She's trying to come to grips with it when Hawkman shows up and takes her. We've seen two versions of live action on TV Hawkman. The first version looked very much like the comic book version. Had the chest plate and the giant wings, and looked decent. You can tell that the exact way it's written in the comics doesn't translate super well. So now we get pseudo steampunkish. The wings look better, but then again, we're seeing lots of night shots, and it's easier to do a night shot. You can use the shadows and the fact you can't see it, or can't see it really well, to kind of help mask some of the way that it looks. And he's like, well, to get your wings to reemerge, you have to kind of fall to your death. There's some hemming and hawing. She finally does, and she spots wings. Cool. Cool. She's got wings. Flash and Arrow team up again to take on Vandal Savage. First time they kind of beat him, but it took, Green Arrow, Speedy, Diggle, Flash. It took pretty much everybody. But now he has a staff of Horus. He pretty much owns the two of them, but then blows up the building. So Flash is like, that's a tie, right? That counts as a tie? We didn't lose, so that's a tie. So Flash seems very excited that they didn't die. While all that's going on, Patty sees Harrison Wells and is like, wait a minute. Thought he was dead. Hunts him down to Star Labs. Harrison Wells has Velocity 6. And essentially a syringe gun in his hand. And she's like, drop it. He's like, what? Boom. Gets shot. Patty's like, what's going on? Caitlin's like, oh my god. Just call Joe. Just get out here and call Joe. Just call Joe. Because I'm pretty sure going, yeah. He is a Harrison Wells, but he's Harrison Wells from an alternate universe, Earth. Big to take in, but your boyfriend is a speedster who fought a telepathic gorilla and occasionally a giant shark. Maybe it makes sense. But then finally comes down to, well, Jay, you need to take the Velocity 6. What? Phase your hand into Harrison Wells and pull the bullet out so he lives. So a lot was going on. And they had an awesome commercial for DC Legends of Tomorrow, which looks awesome. Rory is Rip Hunter. So tomorrow, second half of this, looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. I think they do a great job with these crossovers because the two characters feel like they know each other and they get along, but they're not super, super good buddies.